This should be the thumbnail. And
This
it's
is
got
the
all
one you
the...
got last year.
Yeah. I don't get her any t-shirts. I pay for her tickets. That's enough. And I buy her a little bottle of water for...
I bought that.
Yeah, $5. But anyway, first of all, the drive to Toronto was a little easier than last time because I'm so terrible with directions. Molly drove.
That's why it was easier for
It
you.
was easy for me. I just slept. So at the end of this video, I'll have some clips, some photos, and even some live footage of them. And I know in a recent video I've seen about people recording with cell phones, right? But I only recorded for like a minute or minute and a half. I guess somebody last night, I was seeing in the reviews on Instagram, somebody was recording the whole concert. It's like, get a life. So...
Enjoy it at the moment. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about it.
enjoy the
See
moment.
clips from somebody else later.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that many clips. You, like you said, you only did a few.
yeah,
Just for yourself. But
yeah,
the whole concert.
yeah. I will say this. We saw them, like I said, last year in Toronto in April. This year, as good as last year was, this year was actually even better. Russell, I think he sounds as good, if not better, than on the records. I don't know how he does it at his age. I won't mention what his age is, but he's a couple years older than I am. I'm 65. And
You've never been able to do what he did.
I know, like he's
What are you
dancing
doing?
around the stage for almost 2 hours, and it's hot. Like it was, they have nice air conditioning in there, but by the end of the concert, it's everybody breathing and everything. It's pretty warm, and he was pretty sweaty, drinking lots of water. Good. But he sounded amazing. And the band, oh my God, the band rocked. Such a great band. And they would be, some of it was kind of heavy, wasn't it? Like heavy rock. Like,
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
yeah, you were scared. You said, am I at a Metallica concert? What's going on here? So what are some of your thoughts, baby?
You said you were going to say your thoughts first because people want to hear what
Well, yeah, people want to hear about me first. First of all, I once again, some people recognized me and boosted up my ego. No, but I'm never really expecting it, but it's really nice when people come up. I'm a little touch on the shy side, but I hope I don't come off as snobby or anything. I met Jason. You really like Jason.
Yeah, he was
and
really
he said some very nice things. He was with his dad. So hi, Jason. Thanks for coming by, and just don't ask me for an autograph again, okay? And then there was Michael. Thank you, Michael. He's a Facebook friend. And then Tammy, who she was actually, I asked her, when was your first Sparks concert? And it was the same as me in 1982 at the Elma Combo in Toronto. So that was amazing. So altogether, they did 20 songs and 18 songs and then 2 encore songs. So may we start like we did last year? And then the girl is crying in her latte. Angst in My Pants. You really like that one, right? You knew that song a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They played it last year too, right?
Yeah. And then Beaver O'Lindy is from their second album, A Woofer in Tweeter's Clothing. Oh my God, that rocked. It was awesome. And then one of your favorite songs.
Yeah, When I'm With You. I love that song.
Yeah, When I'm With You. I don't think they performed that last year.
No, that's the first time I'd heard it actually, so I really enjoyed it.
And then another one you really love is Nothing Is As Good As They Say It Is.
Glenn likes that one too.
Yeah, Glenn Kellaway from the Basement likes that one. And then you said it doesn't have to be that way, a more serious song. And then tell them what you were saying to me.
No, because I know that there's humor in a lot of their lyrics, right? So I was kind of going, is this supposed to be funny? I'm not.
I'm not laughing.
I really liked it, but I thought,
it was more
Am I
serious.
supposed to find it?
Yeah.
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 I like that mix of that, the serious and.
Yeah. And then Balls, of course, and Shopping Mall of Love.
Well, that's my favorite.
Yeah. I look over at Molly and she's just smiling at Ron. Yeah. She makes me laugh.
She makes me.
Yeah. And I love this song. What I love about Sparks is, they've had a career for over 50 years. Like I was saying to Molly yesterday, some bands, not picking on Guns N' Roses, but I am. But, they're only playing mainly their old material from one or two popular albums. Sparks are covering their whole career and even deep cuts, even some songs like The Toughest Girl in Town. It's just an album cut that I actually love, but it's not that well known. But hearing it live, it's like, oh my, you realize, even with the Shopping Mall of Love, it was just an album cut. It's like, not, back in the day, not the greatest Sparks song, but then you realize all these years later how good it is, like, and different and original. So you have a new appreciation for some of these songs. Then We Go Dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And Escalator.
Mm-hmm.
And
is that a new one? Escalator?
Yeah, Escalator. Yeah. And the lighting system. What did you think of that?
The lighting was really impressive. It was really cool.
Yeah. There was even times. Sorry, I always interrupt her. Like 3D-ish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool because it was just part of the performance, right? Because it would go with along with the music. It was just dramatic and fun.
Yeah.
Right? So it made it.
Bon Voyage, a classic from Propaganda, 1974. You didn't know that, did you?
No way.
That was so good. Bon Voyage, Bon Voyage.
It was better than that.
I was thinking, what is this, the last song?
Yeah.
Music that you can dance to. Now, Toronto audiences, they're like Canadian audiences are known to be a little more timid than like UK or even some other places. So it takes a while for people to get up. But by that song, people were getting up dancing.
I think that was the song, and then they just stayed up.
Yeah.
To that point, it was.
Yeah. By the end, last 40 minutes or so, everybody was staying up. The number one song in heaven with Ron's Dance, of course. And This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us. Amazing as always. And then a nice little solo thing with Ron and Russell G. That was fun from the new album. Did you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I knew that they were going to end with that. I think you might have told me that before.
Yeah.
Or you thought that they would.
Well, near the end of it, yeah. And then the encore, My Baby's Taking Me Home, and All That, which is very, very touching. And, then they did their little speech at the end, and it was just, and when you see these YouTube videos, like you'll see at the end of this video, obviously the sound quality is just okay. It's not that great, but you have no idea how good it sounded when you're there and how good Russell sounded. So one thing is, when you're watching these YouTube videos of any band, it's like realize, usually, unless it's Guns N' Roses, it's going to sound better if you're actually there.
That's why when filming it, you think just watch it in the moment.
Yeah.
Don't worry about filming it.
Yeah. But, I understand people wanting to take a little souvenir of video.
Yeah. Thank you.
And, but, people all around were just going, like, you were noticing some, especially this one woman, I think it was their very first Sparks concert. She probably...
I've never seen anyone happier to be at a concert.
And she was, like, just for every song.
She was
like,
loving it. That was worth the ticket for her.
Yeah.
And her husband, too. They were really loving it. So.
Yeah. And so I just want to say, if you haven't seen Sparks in concert, I highly recommend it. Their new album, The Girl Is Crying in Her Latte, it's seriously one of my top 5 Sparks albums ever. Like I've said before, I've played it more, even though I love their last 2 albums. I played it twice as much as their last 2 albums because I'm just so impressed with it.
What I noticed with the fans in the audience, I told you about this the last year too. I said I think they seem like the most loyal and like just passionate about. They follow them everywhere. They've probably been fans for years and years, right?
Yeah.
And we were leaving, and I heard a couple people say that was the best concert they'd ever seen, right? And I thought, that's pretty And we read that too last night, that was the best performance they'd ever seen
Yeah.
of any band, like not
Yeah.
just Sparks.
Yeah.
And
So
they're so eccentric too. I love that, really. Like they're just so
Yeah.
many different type, young, old, like different
yeah,
styles of people. It's really neat to see a
Yeah.
mix like that.
yeah, yeah. Old people and young people.
Like parents and children and things, younger kids with
Yeah.
parents and
Yeah. Well, this show was age 19, so you
Yeah.
didn't have. But there's other shows where I've seen
well, like
younger
your friend,
children.
like Jason went with his dad, right? So that's
Yeah.
nice to see too.
Yeah. Yeah, and once again, like I said, the band is incredible. Props to them. And
It's too bad it was their only Canadian stop,
Yeah,
though. That's
yeah.
what I thought.
yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people would have liked the opportunity
Yeah.
to see them, and hopefully they'll be back.
I don't care because I got to see them.
All about you.
It's all about me. So that's about it, I think. Eh?
Sure.
Yeah. So thanks everybody. And like I said, if you haven't seen Sparks in concert, go see them. They are
One thing I was
amazing.
going to say though,
Yeah.
was I said to you, do you think that Ron and Russell look directly at you? Because they have a way of looking at everyone, like they're looking at you, I think. Like,
Of course they're looking at me.
well, not just you, but I mean everyone. It's like they connect with everybody
Yeah. Yeah.
in the crowd, big or small. It's like, you actually think, I think he just looked directly at
Yeah.
Larry. I mean,
Well,
that's-
Ron, Russell, if you ever would like to be interviewed on my channel,
I'd be happy to do it.
I'd be happy to do it. Yeah. So thanks everybody, and here are some photos and clips from last night. Sparks at the Danforth Music Hall in Toronto, July 3rd, 2023. Bye.
Gee, that was fun.
Gee, that was fun. Good baby.
Did I talk too much?
No, honey.
It was grand, letting me be in your plans. Always a change of plans. Still it was how continues Thank you so much for making us feel so at home here.